Hi, my name is Marissa Gordon here with NJ.org at a meeting to plan the Tax Wall Street March and Rally. So if you could please tell us when and where is the Tax Wall Street Rally?
The Tax Wall Street Rally begins at 5 p.m. at the United Nations. And
what day?
On September 17th, which is the 2-year anniversary of Occupy, and a date that we hope will bring the issue of taxing Wall Street, and specifically the Robin Hood tax, to the public consciousness.
And what exactly is the Robin Hood tax and movement about?
So the Robin Hood tax is a tax on financial transactions. And what that means is every time a stock is traded, this takes the tiniest percentage of the money in that trade. So in the case of the Robin Hood tax, it is 0.05%, and that's about 5 cents out of $100.
And that's for derivatives, bonds, and other things as well in the financial market?
Yeah, exactly. And it even the only trades that are precluded from being in the tax are those like pension funds and different social services. So we're not taking money from people, just the banks.
Just big corporations.
Just big corporations.
Great. So what is the history of the Robin Hood tax, and where else might it be prevalent or exist?
So the Robin Hood tax is a very strong movement in Europe, where 11 different European countries have passed into law the Robin Hood tax. Same structure as I talked about before. This is being used to create revenue for their economies when they're struggling because of the financial crisis. And so it's a really important issue that, to take such a small percentage away from banks and large corporations, because they themselves were the cause of the financial crisis. For the public to take back some of the money that we actually bailed them out for their misdeeds from the crisis is really important in a time where the U.S. economy and other world economies are struggling.
And where would your movement like to see this money go?
That's a great question. So I think it's some of the list of things. Well, first of all, it's important to talk a little bit about with the way that Wall Street works. There are millions of trades a day. So 0.05% sounds like nothing. In fact, it generates $350 billion in revenue a year. So $350 billion in revenue could fund universal health care, could end student debt in a few years, and on and on and on. Programs that generate revenue like this are very hard to find and incredibly important in our times when people are constantly talking about debt. And it's important also to say that this money is not going to go to fixing the U.S. debt. It's going to go to human need, to help people, not the corporation that is our government itself. So those are some other services are green jobs, city infrastructure, retirement, as we're seeing Social Security coming under fire once again. Helps with things like that. You can do a lot with $350 billion a year in the U.S. economy.
Anything else we forgot to cover that we need to know about the March and Rally or Robin Hood tax itself?
It's just a good time to come out for your everyday person to make sure that, in these hard times that we know who we're fighting and we're asking them for what we need. Hope to see you there on September 17th.
Great. Thank you so much.